All right, I'm back at it this week. I've updated my Twitch to kind of have an offline screen as well as a countdown for my next stream. I usually do this about 10 a.m. So I'm gonna just try to keep myself on schedule from here on out, and then in the evenings, I'll probably pay. I put that I'll be put it on the schedule that I'll be playing Ori because I beat the first game. And I will be, or I'm trying to beat the second game, The Will of the Wisps, and yeah, I made a few changes to the actual page, so looks a little bit cleaner and a little bit more like I'm actually doing this Twitch stream thing on a regular basis. There's also a suggestion box that I put there. Or if I don't know, you follow the page, follow the Twitch, or you see the YouTube videos, and or you just read the blog posts from the website and you want to see me write about something, or if you just have words of encouragement or something, you can post in the suggestion box. So I did a little bit of updating on just the Twitch page in general. I do want to at some point probably have an about section on the website, just so you don't have to go digging for the very first blog post that isn't categorized and there's a nice picture of me, and you won't have to go reading all of this. I'll kind of just put some of the things that describe who I am. I grew up in Calumet City, Illinois, just south of Chicago, adjacent to the south side of Chicago. But yeah, so I've moved around a bit. After graduating from Purdue, West Lafayette, Indiana, then Dyer, Indiana, moved to St. Louis, came to Houston, Texas. That's where I live now. And I've changed jobs. Here and there. U.S. Steel, they kind of shut down that plant in Granite City for a little while. And so I kind of had to find something new. I found a job with Industrial Control Concepts and did not like it there. After 2 years, I finally quit, and then I moved to Texas, worked with DCP Midstream, and then the oil and gas industry in Houston and in the States in general just kind of went. I mean, the price of oil was negative. They had to pay people to store. All the storage was filled up, and along with the coronavirus, something like, I don't know, 15-20% of the company experienced layoffs. So I was a part of that. So that's why I'm here. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because I want to be, and I want to Twitch. I want to write in my blog, and I want to see if I can get followers on this thing. I've gotten a few. I've got 5, which is actually, in my opinion, fairly impressive, being that, you know, I know nothing about this platform, or I didn't know anything about this platform, and so I'm grateful for all 5 followers, and yeah, I just want to continue writing, and you know, in the evenings I'll play games. We'll see what we can do with that, and hopefully I can get better at this writing thing, and hopefully I can get more blog posts out so the website really starts to look, I mean, so that it really starts to take off, and that, you know, it could just look like a fully operational blog site. I mean, I think it does. Just I have a lot of high hopes for this. I want there to be a lot of helpful information here about local elections, national elections. I mean, I should be writing about, you know, the presidential election that's coming up. But I also want to encourage people not to just vote for the presidential election, but there's a ton of local elections that I think we need to all be participating in and make some difficult choices. I don't necessarily want to tell people on the blog, I mean, who exactly they should be voting for or anything kind of like that. I mean, I do have, you know, my political tendencies, but I mostly want to keep it informational. Where do you go to vote, or where do you find information and things like that? Or just, you know, if I do write opinion blogs, which is probably inevitable for me. Hopefully it'll be very open-minded stuff. So anyway, that's kind of the plans that I have for this. Like I said, I hope to open up an about me section, or not a section, but a page. And then also possibly another page for just general support, like just put a link to my PayPal or my Venmo, and just write some kind words and just, you know, kind of put it out there that you know, tips or, you know, small donations. I don't know. It'd be cool to have that. Like I said, with my 5 Twitch followers, I'm not anticipating, you know, for money to come in. I don't make money off of this. I do enjoy this, and I do want to get better at writing, and yeah, so that's kind of my goals for the website and the Twitch. And I do have a schedule on there now, so I plan to make the experience better. I want to kind of have animations for alerts, as well as OnlyFans. I don't know much about. I keep hearing about OnlyFans. And welcome back, Loki Asian. I appreciate you coming back. I don't know much about OnlyFans, but it's where you go to sell nudes and whatnot. Well, I guess I should sign up. I can make, oh, maybe I can make some money. I'm gonna sell nudes. That's why I keep hearing jokes about OnlyFans, because it's my friends. I forget what I think I had mentioned. Yeah, we were playing a. I got together with my friends and we were streaming. We were doing like an online poker thing, and they were commenting on my setup. They saw my mic and my headphones, and it's not a super extravagant setup, but they did comment it on it, and they mentioned OnlyFans, and I didn't get the joke, but I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I'm not looking to make. I mean, it'd be cool to make a lot of money, but my main focus is like I really want the content on the blog to just to be good content. I want to be good. Like I want the writing to be good. I don't want to beg people for money, or, you know. I mean, like right now I don't have an income, so like yeah, it'd be cool like if this was raking in money. So I'm also just looking for ways to make the Twitch streaming more entertaining. But so yeah, so but I'll look into an OnlyFans. Funny. Um, so anyway, so I did do some improvements. There's, I just kind of made the Twitch page a little more interesting. And I'll keep improving it as I go along if I'm able to, you know, spend time with it. But I'm liking it. Like it's got a cool theme started there. So where I left off, I kind of had a slow week last week. I think I took Wednesday and Friday off. I don't remember why. I think I was looking into, or I think I spent the whole morning ordering my curbside pickup. On one of those days. So anyway, last week I worked on this fully charged live blog, and it kind of looks like I have a decent amount here. If I hit preview, anytime I'm in the draft mode, it looks like a lot of writing, and when I hit preview, it just like turns into this super short, yeah, like I just scroll down so quickly to it. But there actually is a decent amount of, like, there's some writing there. And it doesn't have to be a super long thing. I chose a chill soundtrack here, but I think I'm gonna pick something that's a little more upbeat. Hype. Does hype sound too much? Are we trying to get hype? I guess we're trying to get hype. Okay. Well, let me see. There we go. We'll go with hip hop. So let me just read through this, see what I have, and we'll go from there. For the first time ever, Fully Charged has brought its live show to North America. Even better, the show was hosted in Austin, Texas. Wait, hold up. Why all the hype? What even is Fully Charged? An auto show? Is it an auto show? I don't know why I want to include an expo. Expo is the right word, right? Expose would be something different. Convention? Is it an auto show? An expo? Convention? Luckily, having been in attendance, thank you for that line, low-key Asian, I can give all the insights of what exactly went down at the Circuit of Americas during Super Bowl weekend 2020. For starters, Fully Charged, a YouTube channel, a UK YouTube channel, sounds weird to me, a YouTube channel founded by based in the UK, founded by Robert Llewellyn, takes a dive into renewable energy markets, electric transport, and primarily covers everything related to electric vehicles. On the Fully Charged website, you can find videos, blog posts, and podcasts covering all of these topics. The show has hosted a few live events, but until this year, am I allowed to look up OnlyFans while I'm on a Twitch stream? I should probably look into that. The show has hosted a few live events, but until this year they had only taken place in the UK. It'd be clear why I was excited to attend and why I'm excited to share my experience. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is, so the last blog post for this computer build was very just like matter of fact. Just like, here's what I did, here's how you build it. And I think it's fine for the computer build. But let me click on this one. I think it's a little better if there's like a little bit of humor or something. Potlucks have never been my forte. Veggie trays have typically been my go-to because they cover 3 important categories for me: vegetarian, quick, and simple. After being informed by a friend that I had started to become known as the veggie tray guy, I knew I had to up my potluck game. I immediately sought aid from the internet. I came across this recipe on delish.com. I got that linked by Lindsay Funston, and I think I got her blog linked. Recipe is probably a strong word for this appetizer, but it came through in the clutch for me. Vegetarian, quick and simple, these Snapchat bagels only took 20 total minutes to prepare. Being on a time crunch, my girlfriend and I did not cut the olives, but we think they make for fun looking ghost eyes as is. We were unable to find a ghost-shaped cookie cutter for the tasty mini apparitions, so we free-handed cut them with the knife. This gives the ghost personalities and each their own unique identity. You can even name them if you feel necessary. These yummy oven specters turned out to be a hit at the Halloween party. Many oohs and ahs to go along with. These are so cute! Feedback comments. Before I knew it, the ghost bagels had disappeared. Very delicious if I say so myself, but I may be biased. Fun to make, easy to prepare, and an enjoyable themed appetizer. I hope these saved me from becoming known as the veggie tray guy. Thanksgiving will be a whole other challenge. Until then, enjoy. Like, I feel like that one's really good. And then, like, this post is just kind of like, this is what happened. But maybe that's just like how this one's gonna go. Like, there's not a whole lot I can do with it. You know what it probably is that when I went to this, I went on my own, and I met a few people there. Or I met people there, but I think if I had gone with like someone, I think if I'd gone to this event with someone that I knew or was like already friends with, then maybe I could like draw a little bit more fun and energy out of this. But I mostly went to just to find out what it is, and what it was all about. And so, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want these blog posts to just kind of be like, here's this. We're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'd be like, oh, like for people to be like, oh, that's sounds like fun. Anyway, which is kind of what I'm trying to do in this here. All right. So where was I? Should be clear why I was excited to attend. Being the okay, that makes it a little more perfect. Being the tech and sustainable living enthusiast that I am, it should be clear why I was excited to attend and why I'm excited to share my experience. This song sounds like a 90s boy band intro. Like, I feel like NSYNC is about to jump on. Hipster mom. Okay, not anymore. With over 4,000 plus attendees, it was evident that there... Oh, I thought I was going to change... Oh, okay, I did change that. Clear. Over 4,000 plus attendees. Maybe I should mention something that this is Super Bowl weekend. with over 4,000 plus attendees. Given that it was evident that there is a lot of interest for electric vehicles and renewable energy markets in Texas. Capturing this audience at the front of the event, Rivian Automotive was in attendance with their 2 electric trucks on display. Further into the event, an expo filled the main hall. All right, how do I lower this music? It's low. Further into the event, an expo filled the main hall with solar companies, energy storage solutions, power utility providers, and other various renewable energy companies displaying their products and services. With impressive new electric vehicles on the market, Porsche and Harley-Davidson showed off their new the Taycan Turbo and the 2020 Livewire motorcycle, respectively. And I will add pictures here. Oh, you know what I could do here? I have to look at all the pictures that I took from this weekend, but I want to link right here, embed YouTube, and then go to YouTube. The account that I have for website. With this.
I'm really excited. It's the first fully charged live event in the US. We chose Austin, Texas for our first one. As an additional bonus, we brought an EV1, or more specifically, the local Oklahoma Electric Vehicle Association brought an EV1. So I flew to Tulsa and I road tripped down here with them, which was amazing because we towed it with an e-tron. So an EV towing an EV. So much fun. I'm already like, no matter what else happens, this has been awesome.
Now, is this car, is this a non-functional? I know there were restrictions.
This is a non-functional car. It's one of the 35 or 40 cars that were gutted and donated to museums and universities. This particular one lives at Tulsa Tech now. Coincidentally, it is one that I leased myself to somebody in Los Angeles on December 14th, 1997. My husband and I met working together on that program.
It's kind of a cool video, but I think I want to link
and a way for us to.
I want to link that one. Oh, you know what?
From Cox Automotive.
All right. You know, I probably have referenced. I picked this one because I feel like it would be a good one to reference, but if I'm going to reference one, maybe I can include it, but I want to link one of these videos. Let's see this. This is one I just clicked on, was it? Yeah. I could link that video, but I kind of want to link one from the event.
Are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the market from now and forever.
but at the same time, yeah, I think we can kind of go into a little bit around that. So, but anyways, there was a lot of really good stuff here, especially if kind of you were a new person to EV. Now, when they they did have people raise their hands, how many people in the audience have electric vehicles? I think was obvious.
This guy
It's
does a
electric, so
video blog.
it's like super quiet, right? As the thing
He's doing
pushes by.
exactly what
But they had it rigged up.
he's doing exactly what I want to
on
do with
this
this blog post.
monster rigging system where they had the whole front end of it locked down, and you can see here where the rear wheel.
I think it was
is
super
on
loud and
this,
super. I mean,
spinning.
it was loud because it was indoors in the same room as.
So
It was in the same room as all of the like the main panels. So you had people like revving this battery or this electric motor, and Harley Davidson, the guy explained to me something about like that they engineered the sound like to make a specific sound. Like they didn't want it to be a quiet motorcycle because Harley Davidson users probably like if they're gonna build an electric motorcycle, a typical Harley Davidson user or someone who rides these motorcycles want to hear like a unique Harley Davidson motorcycle sound. So I think they engineered some sound like for that to make a specific sound. And well, when people were testing it out, you could hear it like if you're trying to watch a session on the other side of the room, and it's just like, what in the hell is making that loud noise? But let's see, I just want, I do have that. All right, might link. Look,
Hey everybody, it's me, your friend.
I think she's got an awesome. I'm gonna subscribe because she's got an awesome blog. Let's see if she's got her website. I read one of her blog posts about the Sista Cafe. Yeah. Well, let's check this out real quick. I get so distracted so easily. Like I'm not writing anything. I haven't even read through it once yet, but so let's see. Look at her blog page. Like I'm pretty sure I signed up for the email notifications. Really like what she's got going on here on her blog site. So yeah, I read this one. I was doing back before I did the Twitch, I knew I wanted to do this blog post, and I think like the weekend after I went to the event, I just created the draft. I didn't really put much down, but as I was doing like looking up just kind of what I could write about. Oh, she was sponsored. See, she was sponsored, like, good for her. I don't know how people, like, get... I mean, people are much better at getting, like, the word out and getting their stuff sponsored. Or maybe she's been doing this for a long time and I just haven't put enough time and effort into my blog. But, look, let's read through this, because this is... I remember I had a good time reading this. I had an amazing time this weekend at Fully Charged Live North America. This electrifying exhibition has its roots in the UK and brought its show to the US for the first time ever. I learned loads about electric vehicles, wind, solar energy, and more. So before we go even further into this, I just want to say, like, this is exactly what I wanted when I started my blog, is like, I wanted to find and amplify like these exact things, or people who are interested in the same things that I am, or just like kind of create more media around renewable energy, electric vehicles, vegetarian, veganism, things like that. And so when I found this, I was just ecstatic. Fully Charged Live, my thoughts on African American involvement in the EV world. Like, I am all ears right now. One thing that was immediately apparent upon entry and admittance to the show was the lack of diversity that existed there in terms of attendees, exhibitors, and speakers. A photographer, and she's exactly right. Like, I'm kind of sad that I didn't get a chance to meet her because I didn't know who she was until well after when I came across this blog post. But yeah, like, I mean, just within like minutes of being there, I was like, oh wow, okay, I'm gonna be like one of the few like people with a little bit of pigmentation on my skin. My photographer and I had one exchange with an older white man who asked us if we were the diamond and silk of the EV world. Oof. Okay. Oh man. This is so, I mean, that's terrible, but I'm like, this is why I had such a great time reading this. This let us know that our blackness and our presence will still stood out. Yeah. For those who don't know, Diamond and Silk are two very popular Black Trump supporters. We did not consider his comment a compliment. Hell no. Why would you consider that a compliment? Basic, like, he might as well, that person might as well have asked, like, oh, are you guys going to be the token black people here? Like, that's essentially what that question is. Oh, I think I even left a comment. Zero comments. I swear I left a comment. Maybe it goes right to, yeah, it went right to Facebook, I think. That's lame. All right, let's keep reading. Growing up in Indiana. Same here. We both grew up in Indiana. I'm actually used to being one of the few black faces in the room. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the region. I didn't grow up like, I mean, I can't imagine if you grew up in like, I don't know, Lafayette, Indiana, or maybe even South Bend. Actually, I think there's a lot of Hispanics in South Bend. Like, I know I have more friends. No, maybe, I mean, it makes sense because I went to Purdue, but in West Lafayette, Indiana, but there might be a Hispanic population in South Bend, Indiana, for whatever reason. I have no idea. It's like on the northern east side of Indiana. I'm actually used to be one of the few. I grew up on the northwestern corner of Indiana, what we call the region, which is kind of still an extension of Chicago. It's just on the Indiana side. So it's not nearly, I mean, it's not anywhere near as diverse as Chicago, but I mean, you could still find diversity. We moved to Dyer, Indiana, and that it's just Dyer's not a diverse area. But if you live in like Hammond or East Chicago or in Gary, Indiana, which we were like 15 minutes, 20 minutes south of Gary, Indiana. Those areas where the steel industry used to be very vibrant back in the day, and then it just like all got swallowed up and all the jobs left, and now those places are just like, well, you probably hear about Gary, Indiana. That's where Michael Jackson was born and grew up. I think he was born in Gary. I was born in Hammond, which is just right next to Gary. All right. I still wondered why there weren't many of us in the house. I agree. African American people love nice cars and expensive vehicles. There are just as many of us who like to spend money as there are who like to save. Yeah, I'm like, it's terrible that she has to explain that to people in a blog post, but I'm proud of her like this. In a previous post titled "Expanding Opportunities for African Americans in the Energy Sector," here at the Sista Cafe, and it's spelled that way, .com, we discussed the releasing of releasing the white paper report regarding the expansion of opportunities for people of color, specifically African Americans in the energy sector. Yes, let's do it. I'm all on board with your goal. We were aware of the shortage on the other end of the spectrum with lack of training for many jobs that are in decision-making positions with the electricity and solar industries. I'm hanging on to every sentence that you're writing. You got me hooked. A lot of it has to do with educational disparities that exist in lower income and working class neighborhoods. One of the reasons why STEM courses and degree programs are being highlighted for girls and minorities now. This is true. I was a part of the Minority Technology Association back at Purdue, and then I even got bumped up to be part of the first ever Dean's Undergraduate Advisory Council, and we kind of just called it DUAC for short. But essentially, the Dean of the College of Technology, it's called something now, like the Polytechnic Institute, but Gary Bertolini, who I believe is still the dean, he had myself and maybe like 6 other students within the program be like the student panel that we were able to advise with the dean of the College of Technology. And a lot of us were handpicked from the Minority Technology Association, from Women in Technology, and it was awesome. But yeah, we got to sit down like once a month with the dean, and he would just ask us like, what can we do to do things, and then we would be invited to the dean's advisory council meetings, and these were CEOs of like companies and people who contributed to the college and wanted to make the program better. Like, these are some very important people. So I don't know, that was super cool when I got to do that. So I'm all about STEM courses, degree programs being highlighted for girls and minorities. The more we can do that, I think, it's just the future that's the future, I think, for we got to get women and minorities engaged in STEM specifically. That's not the future, that's the present. That's where jobs are now. And it doesn't mean that we have to do STEM, but for everything she's writing this blog post about, I'm all about it. We have for better representation for things like this. Like, let's get women and minorities encouraged to be a part of STEM programs. So we've also covered the $1 trillion spending power of African American women here on the blog. That being said, it made me wonder why none of the African American people I knew were driving EVs, and also why there were only a few black faces in this fully charged live space. My interest in costs, safety, and availability led me to sessions that focused on that. I was bummed that I missed the panel discussion while driving EV diversity. Regardless of my opinion on who was attending Fully Charged Live, I still had my own story to share about what I learned and how I would implement that when I returned home. Luckily for me, I was approached by Terry Travis, co-founder of EV Hybrid NOR. His nonprofit organization actually works to promote driving EVs and also to teach African Americans about the dangers of driving gas vehicles and the money-saving costs and incentives that are associated with the EV. His large following on Facebook is filled with black EV owners. In other words, they would disrupt the narrative of what EV ownership looks like. See, I really, really enjoy this blog post. This exchange allowed me to walk away with 3 reasons why African Americans should be concerned with clean energy and electric vehicles. See, so like this blog post has like, he's not here to tell you what happened at the event. He's here to tell you like, I mean, this sentence right here, this exchange allowed me 3 reasons why African Americans are more concerned with clean energy and electric vehicles. This is her goal of this blog post, not to tell you what it's about. And that's why I think this mine is kind of not, I don't know. This one has just much better flavor to it. Has a much better theme. Health. Yep. And she's absolutely right on all of these points. This is all like this is where I need to get in terms of writing. But if I just keep writing, then you know I'll get there. I can't just heavily critique myself over and over again. 2, safety. 3, cost effectiveness, long-term savings. Okay. It. Attending fully charged live and also made me think about the lack of African American involvement in the EV industry, both as consumers and creators. I learned all of the facts and myths associated with electric vehicle ownership. Of course, there will have to be many changes on the state and local levels when it comes to national EV transition, but we as African Americans must absolutely play a part in it. I am glad to have gained enough knowledge to make my own informed decisions when it comes to possibly purchasing one for myself. I also happy to be able to share this information. I hope this helps anyone who was considering making a switch from gas vehicle to an electric one. Perfect. Let me link this in the chat. I think it's a cool thing. So finance, driving. Oh, yeah, so this is, I was gonna have a paragraph kind of addressing that. That's why I was so happy when I came across this. I did not know she had a YouTube channel. Let's see. What does she do her videos over? Okay, she hasn't posted since the event. That's cool. This is a good blog. Yeah, I need to get myself a better picture. I mean, I have a cool little like a little thing there, but hey, I don't have a banner. Anyway, I'll look at that. Look at that later. She has a banner with links. Okay, I gotta clean up my YouTube channel. As well as I kind of want to have my face on. I would like to have my face on the picture, just because I think I hate this, like more, maybe not so much for the YouTube channel, but like on the Facebook and the Twitter pages, like I just hate, like if I want to retweet something or if I even want to comment from the blog account, I just hate that there's not a face to it. So it's like, oh great, you know, this is a fake account. not that I want to like do anything bold or anything, but it's just I just feel like I don't know. It'd be better if there was a face on there to lure people kind of in, like, okay, this is a real person. It's not just some like fake account that's just wanting to comment on everything and spam me with stuff, and not have a face accountable to the account. Accountable, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, let's get back to writing. What was I doing here though? I wanted to link a video and then I got sidetracked big time. Let's get back. I want to go back to this search. Let me just hit the search button. All right. Glad I am following her on YouTube though. So I think I was there for this. Let's go to. Oh my. I don't want Austin in there. I want fully live. Oh. Chell. I wonder why. As far as Tesla. Lucid Air. Secession. But no. Man, where are
technology, and this is what's been developed.
Okay, don't want that one. Maybe I'll just link this one.
Hello and welcome to the Fully Charged Show podcast. Now, I want to apologise right from the absolute tippity top. Apologise for not having Germany.
All things EVs, they
Live from Fully Charged in Texas. Y'all enjoy.
And you can come by our booth and as well and see some of the cobalt and aluminum. And our focus really is on the
I do want it.
elements, all things EV. Obviously, there's a bit of chatting about recycling.
338. Where's that share button? Share. Bed. Where's that embed? URL. Wonder if I can all right, let's not do this one. Let's change it to it only lets you embed links, URLs. But I wonder if this. Oh. Let's take a look at that real quick. Preview. All right, I'm reading. Very cool. Wonder if I can make that centered. I start to get happy once like everything has pictures and whatnot. It just starts to look like a thing, and then I get excited. How do I make it centered? What if I put N on the frame border? It's gonna flip out on me. I know, there's just a border. I don't know why I want to play around with this. I keep getting sidetracked on things that don't really matter. This is why it takes me forever to write things. Oh, doesn't border. I'll just go back to 0 and we'll save draft. All right. Sorry, I'm stretching. All right. All right. I read up to here. To kick off the weekend-long event, EV enthusiast and advocate Chelsea Sexton headlined a discussion: Texas versus California, who will be the clean energy champions? While the Golden State, I was expecting Warriors to come after that. While the Golden State is making the biggest leaps in renewable energy production, Texas wind energy production has been ramping up in big ways over Texas wind energy production has been ramping up. All right. Revolution. Live breakout sessions occupied the entire weekend, covering various topics with over 30 sessions in 2 days, attending them all with possible feat. The Giga Theater in the main hall, Leilani Montero, a vegan professional race car driver, along with birthday Austin leader and Texture Treasure. Janice Bookout presented a live discussion panel. Plastic pollution, circular economy, hyperconsumerism, and veganism. Uh, able to speak with Leilani after the discussion, and he introduced me to the Happy Cow application. Look that up. Right, Happy Cow. Yeah, Happy Cow. Link that. All right. Let's see. Oh, I stopped playing music. That's why it's a little bit of ambient music goes a long way. Able to introduce myself to Leilani after the discussion. After the Never. Never underestimate a vegan hippie chick with a race car. I think that can be done a little bit better. I might get rid of this one. How your house can help you. You know what I might do is I might just lump some YouTubers together. All right, Happy Cow. I have used this app before. Pretty neat. Oh, hey, I'm getting towards the end of this. Oh, no, I'm not. All right, so let's actually contribute something out of. I'm about halfway through my time. I'm a little over halfway through my time here for today. I don't know how much I've contributed to this, but all of this is probably going to go away.
Believe in me.
can erase all that. It was, although the wait was long, it was. It's what would I call a person that I rode in the test drive with? Test drive.
Dat boy, I miss you, bro. There go that boy, yeah, he used to be my homie. He doesn't come around these days. I'm feeling
Test drive.
I don't get it. He spends his nights on watching and his mornings on Reddit. Can't take it personal when he's on the go. Unicycle vertical, rolling out the dough. Still got the photo on my fridge from graduation. Pollywogs and cap and gown, you were my inspiration. I guess the metamorphosis had to happen. The fans all needed you. On YouTube they be clapping. When they see you rolling up classic CGI. Proud of my little bro, just know I saw that light inside. You looked up to me back when we were tadpoles. But now you won't return my calls, I'm getting kinda sad, bro. You left the lily pad, I know you had to go. But it hurt you never visit and it hurt you never wrote. There go that boy, I hope you know. Your friends and family love you, it's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. DP, but check the diamonds in the ring. That boy bragging about the jewelry. Sorry if I'm flashy, but the fashion
during
I'm killing every other meme brutally.
the test drive.
Passion for the famine, what it used to be. Look, Peppy taught me everything, like how to make it to the top of every Reddit page. I started from the swamp and now I'm hella paid. Just bought a new loft in the Everglades. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. Guess you resented me when I got famous. Blowing up on Tumblr, the response was so insane. It always made you jealous every time you saw my face. On Nikki's Instagram, I saw you turn a greener shade. Hey, but I always wrote you back. I came home every Christmas on those fireflies with snacks. Sitting by the pond, you wouldn't even look my way. Just know that Peppy's here for you, that love will never change. You used to be the biggest on the scene, and I was jealous you were living up the dream. And Pops never did enough for me, cause he got a little buzz just for sipping on his tea. I know we both really need improvement. We were so close back when we were 2 kids. Still got love, that's what the truth is. So I'ma pop up
Patreon
with the
will-
reunion. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home.
Out of style to back it up. And there's there. Alright. Keep writing this. I'm just rewriting. I don't think I'm going to mention. I still have her blog. Yes, I do. I'm gonna link her blog post. I think I'm following her on Twitter. Before I wrap up, cannot leave without mentioning the lack of diversity. Noticeable. I forgot to eat. Extremely noticeable. I don't know why I'm capitalizing this. Auto shows renew. In attendance. right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to mention the YouTubers in this paragraph here. Here, I'll just have one image for like gallery. Gallery. I very well could be done with this by tomorrow or Thursday. It'd be great. Okay, that's linked. Let's see. I wonder if I can just like link. Hey, she wrote this blog post like the next day. I'm so terrible at this. Like, people shouldn't take so long to write. What happens if I do? How is this powered? WordPress. I'll get better at this, I swear. Professional blogger. What distinguishes someone from a regular blogger and a professional blogger? That's so cool. Cool too. Maybe that's what professional. It looks professional. And that she actually writes posts. Let me see. Meet the press and media. That's cool. I've got dozens of followers. I think I've actually passed Private Network, YouTube, Periscope. Pretty cool. And she's got a shop. Mugs. I'd like to have like one mug, maybe like 2 t-shirts. Oh, no. Really just like one t-shirt. Let's see what else we got. Cool. Is that? No, that's not her on there. That's interesting. What is this? Really cool. I like this blog. All right. Let's all I gotta do is write this paragraph, which will be similar to this one here. It'll just be a hodgepodge of yeah. This is cool. Oh, you can meet vegans. That's interesting. You can shop. This is so cool.
Yo, what we about to get into right now? About to cover how I really get down. I'm talking about
Yeah, look, there's
wild happens everywhere, coast to coast. Yeah, I'm talking about that con life. Yeah, I got a delicate bounce to me.
some blog posts. Dude, this is perfect.
Sometimes I feel a little two-faced knowing I go two ways. I'm just trying to defy all odds like Doug Flutie. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Follow you on Instagram.
My bag's ready, get set, go. Gotta catch my
Happy Cow. Give you a like on Facebook.
best to CGF's what we on. Free play, arcades, all slaying Street Fighter, Walter Beast. I could stay all day. I wish I could game time or even save time, but like an Apple Watch, I gotta show a little FaceTime. So for a great time and chilling at the same time, get the squad together and get faded with some green wine and say
Perfect, perfect. Is there not a Twitter page?
Day two, a little party never stopped me, man. I'll be damn, pop some ibuprofen and toss back. Bam. Seriously faded, gone like Vader. Had to let my force awaken several years later. Looked at the sky and said, well played. Kill me
What am I looking for?
now I'm back to life like Edo Sensei. Hit the theater floor, it's where I spend the core amount of my time and my
Gotta have a Twitter page.
memories of hanging with my homies, meeting cool cats who never would have known me. Keeping on schedule
See? I'll melt. Alright, that looks good. I'll follow it with my out too. Alright. I don't know, I think pictures and like good pictures just like make the blog post. I think people like reading picture books. I mean, like video blogging is probably, if you're good at it. I don't know if I'd be good at doing like a video blog. Like Matt Farrell or Answers with Joe, they have even Rich Rebuilds. Jehu Garcia has a good YouTube channel where they just kind of, I mean, it's mostly video blogging of like the things that they build or the things that they try out, or but I don't know. I don't know. Just feel like doing this blog writing thing is more up my alley. And I'll do the streams. It's fine with me. I more just want to have like people join along and maybe help out with the writing process a little bit, or just kind of be here while I write. So yeah, definitely gotta get better at this. But I mean, I guess if you're a professional blogger, you can spend, like, you're spending your day doing this, whereas, I mean, up until now, I've just whatever free time I had outside of work, which is a little difficult sometimes because I like to exercise. I don't know, I like to do certain things. So finding time to write these things out, I hadn't done a very good job of that. And yeah, so I do have probably the next one that I'll write will be an easy one. It'll be like a recipe one for mango quesadillas. I'll do that one right after I do this. I don't have pictures for that, so I'll have to make them again, which means I'll have to go grocery shopping. But they're super delicious, they're super easy, super quick to make, and they're super economical. Like, so that's like the exact thing that I want. Like with one mango, one onion, and some tortillas, you can make like 4 mango quesadillas, and some, like, 1 bag of shredded cheese. And with all of that, like, I don't know, with like 4 mangoes and 1 onion and 1 bag of cheese and 1 pack of tortillas, you can make like 16 quesadillas, which would feed like, I mean, I get full with like 3. Like 3 is a good meal for me. So, anyway, that'll be the next. Alright, we're getting close to the wrap-up time.
It's never okay to post rumors or threats, to spread lies about your peers, or send harassing texts, impersonating people, sharing private information, photoshopping pictures to cause humiliation, cracking someone's password or hacking their account, stealing people's credit cards and charging large amounts. These things are illegal. You might end up in prison. Don't Snapchat while you drive. It might impair your vision. Don't be a grouchy grump or a misanthropic chump. Say nice things on the internet. Don't be like Donald Trump. Politics on Facebook can be so polarizing. When friends and family start to post opinions so surprising. Don't ever
To meet.
always close the screen. Go out for a walk instead of being mean. When it comes to online etiquette, take action, my advice. Don't talk that trash on YouTube just because you hate your life. You gotta be kind to people online. A good friend is what you might find. You gotta be kind to people online. Don't be a cyber bully. You gotta be kind to people online. A good friend is what you might find. You gotta be kind to people online. Don't be a cyber bully.
When I was a little girl, my daddy told me a bully is a kid who takes your lunch money. Looking at my screen, I miss the good old days when you could see a bully coming and walk the other way. We're living in a world where we're epically connected to mean tweets, live feeds, rude comments on Reddit. We could all be nicer. I think we're well aware, so I have to put up a list of kind things you might share. A selfie of you hanging with your grandparents. A status about how a seed grows when you plant it. Beautiful landscapes, sunset photos, water refracting light twice, double rainbows, poodles and tutus dancing on their hind legs, a mountain lion and a dolphin making friends. First Sunday of May, a nice shout out to your mother. College ball, half court, buckets at the buzzer.
You gotta be kind to people online. A good friend is what you might find. You gotta be kind to people online. Don't be a cyber bully. You gotta be kind to people online. A good friend is what you might find. You gotta be kind to people online. Don't be a cyber bully. Lorraine had strong opinions on the Second Amendment. And anyone who disagreed with her, she unfriended. With every single click, she felt like a hero. Till she woke up one day and her friend count was 0.
Back in '04, there was a really mean blog written by girls who hated Katie's songs. 10 years later, they couldn't get tickets. Her show at the Garden sold out in 2 minutes.
Sam was from LA, trolling every day, telling girls on Instagram that they should watch their weight. Drinking Mountain Dew as he crafted every post till he gained 1,000 pounds and couldn't leave his home.
When we hear the word troll, we think mean and unstable.
Not cute plastic dolls with trolls in their navels.
Xenophobic tweets
Or racist peppy memes.
are not what Larson means.
Wanna see up on our feeds. You gotta be kind to people online. A good friend is what you might find. You gotta be kind to people online. Don't be a cyber bully. You gotta be kind to people online. A good friend is what you might find. You gotta be kind to people online. Don't be a cyber bully.
Jehu.
They ask too many questions, still going hard to the best of my recollection. The man in the mirror, please peep the reflection.
Am I not subscribed to his channel?
So around 2010, we
Crazy. Why would I not be subscribed to his channel? Am I not subscribed to Rich? Undecided with F. Cool. Don't lie, I think we got a lot done here today. Maybe a lot of cleaning up I have to do tomorrow. But hopefully I can do some cleanup. Right. This one. Mention these guys. I just include a picture I took with them. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there. This is almost a blog post. Plenty there. There'll be some picture, a picture, some pictures here, more pictures here, more pictures here, this here, and then if there are any other pictures that I want to include. I wonder if it gets annoying that I'm just like pretty much like a hype thing for all of these channels. We'll see. We'll see when I go over it tomorrow. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Hopefully we can get this blog post out soon, or get it done this week so I can put it out this weekend. I'll have to think of a picture for the main thing. I think I tried to take one, but we'll look at the pictures that I took later this week. I hope y'all have a good one, and yeah, give the Twitch a follow, give the YouTube channel a follow, and see you again.